Hey guys, it's Mason. So today we're going to do a very nude but chic look using only products of makeup, mainly, from the Body Shop. So hop onto it and watch this video and we'll see how I got this. Alright, so here we go. First we're going to start out with some skincare. I have 3 products, technically 2. One I'm going to use as more of a primer. First, we're going to be using British Rose Petal-Soft Gel Toner. And we're going to do some circular, oh, it's sticking a little bit. We're just going to spread it on first. And then try to do a little bit of a circular motion. See, this is the thing about using products you've never used before. You don't know how to use them. Alright. This literally smells so good. The more I make more videos in the future, you're going to see how obsessed with roses I am. Second, we're going to be using the Body Shop Seaweed Oil Control Gel Cream. So I'm going to pat it on this area first, and then I'm going to apply it in circular motions and upward sweeps. And I like to put this all over my face because I'm an oily freak, and it is not fun at all. I am such a goof. It is so embarrassing. Also, do you like my bunny headband? I got this at the Body Shop too. They have a bunny, they have a mouse, and they have a pig. And I wanted the mouse too, but they're out of stock in store at my store and online. So I will get it when it comes back in stock because it is just literally the cutest thing ever. The only thing is with this is the ears kind of flop back. So it's okay though. I'm still a bun. Now, I didn't read about this product online. I just know it is something called Instamatte. It's a mattifying compact, but we're going to use this for more oil control on my T-zone and other areas like my eyes where I get oily. So we're going to kind of use this as a primer. I'm just going to go ahead with my hands and just gently pat this on my porous areas mainly to help flatten them out. Since I still like to do my eye makeup first, minus eyeliner, mascara, lashes, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadows first. There was seriously so many colors to choose from online and in store, and I was a little overwhelmed, so I ended up just getting this quad. It is quad number 2 in their Down to Earth eyeshadow line, and this is the range of colors it came with. Very pretty, very pretty. But I'm also going to do a little cheating with their contour palette, because their contour palette, this is contour palette number 2, and it has this really pretty highlight in there, which I'm going to use on my brow bone. I'm going to do a bit of a contour on my eye and make it very natural. So with the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use these 3 colors as my eye contour. This is my lid. Add a little bit of this one from the contour palette right here on my lid, and then as my brow bone highlight. But before we put anything on, we're going to cheat a little bit because I didn't find a primer in the store, but there was primers online and I didn't buy them online, and that's my fault. So we're just going to use Undercover by Marc Jacobs. It's basically one of my favorite primers for eyes that I have ever used. Blending, blending, blending. So far, pigmentation-wise, I really can't complain. I'm not really noticing too much of a fallout just yet, but we'll see as we get a little darker. Gotta love under eye fallout. It's really not that bad though, because I'll just clean it up with a makeup wipe. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of baking yet, because I'm in no way the biggest, most expansive in knowledge of a beauty guru that is. This is just fun for me. So we're gonna go back into blending before we get onto my lid and my highlight. Now, the blendability of these is pretty good, but they all seem to have mushed together a little bit. It might have been because the colors are really just so close together, but you know, it could just be me. So again, we're going to take some of this Marc Jacobs Undercover. What we're going to do is each lid, almost like a glitter glue type of thing. Oops, I just got some on there. We're going to tap the base of my eyelid a little bit, blend it out from the middle to the edges to start brightening up my eyelid. And we're just going to pack that on there. That color is really pretty. Not the brightest, but really good for the base. Then, like I said, we're going to take this highlighting shade in the Contour Quad, really pack it on there right in the middle, just to add a pretty glow to the eyes. Blend time. We're going to blend the edges a little bit so they're a little more blended. I can't think. That's chronic pain brain for you. Yeah, I've been going through a lot with my health lately, so videos on that are to come. Not too shabby except that little spot right there. Chronic pain brain is a real thing, and your girl forgot to highlight her brow bone. I totally forgot I have Shimmer Waves from the Body Shop in number 1. So it has this beautiful shade for a highlight right here at the bottom. Now the Shimmer Waves, from what I know, can be used on both your eyes and your face. Now this isn't going to be like an oh my god, I'm a unicorn queen highlight. I'm really going for a natural look here. And when I add something like this, I like to just blend it down. Then you don't have to do as much blending. Okay, looks good. We're gonna go in and start with foundation. Foundation I chose, which is probably nothing compared to my skin tone, but it was the closest one I could find, is Kyoto Blossom 015. It is their Fresh Nude Foundation. What I'm gonna do, oh, I swatched it a little bit. This is a bad hand right now because I have a blood clot in this arm. So I accidentally swatched it on this arm and I'm like, why doesn't it match? I like to put it on my hand first, gives me a little more control and it doesn't just start dripping down right away. So we're gonna lightly pat. Oh, that's not that bad of a match. It's a little yellow, but you know what? It'll do. And it's a little darker, but this will be perfect for the summer for me then. I did my best. I'm usually really good at matching foundations nowadays. But this isn't my best match. It's just a little dark and a little yellow for me. We are going to take their concealer. This is their Matte Clay Full Coverage Concealer in number 12. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm just gonna start patting it on my under eye. Not really on my nose, I don't think. And I'm gonna do 2 coats of this. And I know a lot of other YouTubers made videos about Body Shop makeup, but I like refrained from watching them because I really wanted to have my own opinion. Not bad. I couldn't find powder. I'm sorry. I looked and I looked and I looked and I found it online. Then I went to the store yesterday and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get everything I need. And they didn't have it. So we're gonna use Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder. I've never had this before, but I'm really excited to use it. We're just gonna swirl this on. Yeah, you see, you guys, like I literally have so much of it just coming out because it like fell, but that's okay. And we're probably gonna set again after we contour just to be safe. Because you never know. You never know. And today's contour is just going to be an extremely light contour. So don't expect too much from me. In my routine, I like to do brows next. And yet again, there was a product that I couldn't find in the store. Well, the specific one I wanted, because if you can't tell, I have bold brows. I have caterpillar brows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a spoolie. This is actually ColourPop's brow pencil, but I just use the spoolie most of the time because my eyebrows are so full. And we're gonna just make sure everything on the brows is in the right place. I'm going to be using Anastasia's tinted brow gel, and this is in the color Chocolate. It's a little lighter than my brows, but it actually makes my brows look pretty good, in my opinion. So I like to start at the edge and do just a little tiny bit of it up in the front. While brows are drying, I'm going to take my okay. While brows are drying, I'm going to take my Rose Gold Tweezerman Lash Curler. Curl those lashes real quick. So time for eyeliner. We are taking Body Shop's Skinny Thin Felt eyeliner. And look at that tip, you guys. It is pretty good. Now, just to make sure everything gets, you know, equal, I'm going to go over to this eye real quick. And we're going to skip this part because you can't even see what I'm doing. That's a pretty good line, you guys. Like, I'm really impressed with this eyeliner. Okay, eyeliner is done. Not the best job I've ever done, but I haven't really been doing makeup for the past 4 months, which is okay. But eyeliner, really like the pigmentation, really like the application. It is very smooth, so I give it 2 thumbs up. I'm getting a little splotchy in here, and I think that's my fault. I don't think I mixed my eye primer well enough, but that's okay. This is just my first time making a video in a year. Whatever. Now on to mascara. They had a couple different mascaras, but this one looked most appealing to me. It is their Super Volume Mascara in the shade number 1. So let's take a look at this brush. It's an interesting brush. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go, it's focusing. It's very interesting, but we'll give it a go. If you can't tell, I'm starting to not be as hyper because I'm starting to be in even more pain than I usually am, but we're trucking through this video. Yeah, I think I'm happy with 1 coat. Now on to highlight, contour, and blush on my face. I'm not going to be doing my nose or up here, just a little bit to define my cheeks today. Personally, I like to use more of a buffing type of brush. This is a flat face brush, so we're gonna go into the contour quad with this beautiful coral blush. And we're gonna make sure we don't get any other colors on there. And we're just gonna lightly pat. We're gonna start with blush today. And we're gonna do a little bit of a circle motion. And I think today we're only gonna go into this really light shade right here, because I don't wanna do too heavy of a contour. It might not even show up that much on the camera because it's so light. So I might have to go into the darker one. This isn't as pigmented as the shadows, but it's really catching right here for some reason. So we're gonna have to go into that powder. All right, on to highlighter. I don't know which one I want to use because I have 3 options. I have this one, I have this one, and then this one's a little more yellowy. This is their, I don't even know what this is, but it's a blush and highlighter duo. This is in shade number 2. There's that I also got, but that's a little too yellow for today. So we are going to stick to this one from the quad. Now I, most of the time, just like to use my fingers and pat it on and then blend it in a little bit. So we're gonna start in here. Oh yeah. I don't know why I keep saying oh yeah, but this is very pretty, very subtle. I really like to put it on the apple of my cheeks along with my blush, because I think it makes your cheeks pop out a little more, especially if you have a bit of a chubby face. It brings everything in. So I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So here's my couple of last things. Mascara on the bottom lashes, lippy, and setting spray, and that's it. And we gotta do the inner corner of the eye. So let's do that first. I'm gonna go back to the shimmer waves. Go in there, dab it, just a little bit on each. Take another finger, do a little more dabbing motion. A little more dabbing motion, just to blend it out, diffuse it a little bit. Alright, I'll bring that up there a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Alright, you guys, after fixing up my under eye area on both eyes, we are almost done. So next I'm going to take Body Shop's makeup setting spray. It's just a little guy. We're gonna do this first before lips and then after lips, so we have everything locked in perfectly. Let it dry. Last but certainly not least, we're gonna do our lips. And the camera that keeps falling. Oh my god, this is a mess. This is a mess, you guys. We're taking the Body Shop's Metal Lip Liquid in the color Plum, which I couldn't get the rest of the wrapper off. But here is the first idea of what the color looks like. So we're gonna apply that all over the lips, set once more, and we are done. I have so much editing to do. Lastly, you guys, is to fix that and to add setting spray. Alright, you guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I had a really good time trying out these products despite being in really bad pain and doing a couple screw-ups, but you know what? That's okay. I hope you guys liked the finished look, and if you really did, hit that like button down below. Also hit that subscribe button, and I would really appreciate it because I'm going to be making so many more videos very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys. Mwah, bye!